Okay, hello, and hopefully the audio is working. Let me know if it is not. The light is certainly a bit weird. Oh well, no harm done. Welcome back to another episode of The Motor Pool. Yes, that is where I get paid to it, no less. And on occasion, I will make mention of the real thing, especially if people ask questions, things like that. Let's see. Hopefully somebody's answering. Yes, okay. What chick is telling me that she can see me? I'm not sure why. Right. So, for those of you who are not familiar with the Motor Pool, it's nothing special. It's your standard afternoon. I'm going to blow stuff up because it makes me feel better in life sort of stream. No giveaways or anything else like that to my knowledge. Just sit down, chat, relax, enjoy, listen to the dulcet tones of my voice. Oh, I have voicemail. Oh, joy of joys. This will be my last stream for a while. The army has me for a few weeks out in Fort Bliss. Yay. I hear the COVID thing is wonderful in El Paso, and I'm going to get tested as soon as I show up. I managed to avoid it so far, but up the nose. It happens. I mean, my 2-year-old's had it twice, so I guess I can survive somehow. But I am, in fact, a wimp. However, be that as it may, let's see. Go here, go to click on this. I'm supposed to, I keep forgetting to buy a stand that puts the computer on top of me so I can see what it is that I am doing. Now that's weird. Why did that come out like that? I just see black. Why is there just black? No! You can request tanks. I'm currently doing a buy 5s. Okay, game capture. At least that's just weird. So I'm going to have to open up another window, I guess, and just see what you guys are saying, because according to my little streamy thing, the game is, which is on in the background, is not working correctly. So let me just make 1 or 2 quick changes here, just in case. I'll put it into windowed mode, because people like put it into Windows mode. I'll even turn on colorblind mode, because some people like colorblind mode. Yes, save, okay, back to game, and let's see. Ah, there we go. That would do it. And so starting off, so yes, I am doing my buy 5s because I am grinding certain vehicles that I have not yet researched. Anything you particularly wish for me to play? I think I can probably see fit in my heart to do so. I'm told this is like a 10-day field exercise, and the field is a parking lot. I mean, I don't know why they bother. Just let us sleep in the barracks at night instead of this tent in the parking lot. But I don't get paid to make those decisions. At least that's my understanding. I haven't done it yet. We'll see. Okay, so here we are in the auto-loading 4x120. Nothing particularly unusual. This is really the greatest map for the amount of spam calls that I've been getting on my mobile phone. For lightly armored TDs. I don't know if I've played a game with the Future Catcher or not. I unlocked it when we were able to do it in the was it Frontline we were able to get them. So I'm hoping that I'm close enough to spot anything that he spots. Seems to me that they've left themselves rather under-supported. Oh, there's an E5. That E5 one. In fairness, the 704 got a good shot off on him as well. Hello, who over here? It's a BC-25. And perhaps not unsurprising. Oh, really? You're coming up again? Wow, that was worth a try. Okay, so he's going to get plenty of spotting damage, I think, this Dr. Goat character. Ooh, another 800 taken off by that 704. Sadly, I have not any... If somebody can keep him tracked for another, 10 seconds. No. Oh, no, hang on, it's another track hit. Oh, he's probably really not happy with life right now. Okay, okay. Kind of looking at what that guard is doing down here in the bottom right corner. So, this Frater Catherine knows what he's doing, it seems. You got Oreos? You want me to run the person? I'll see if I have a crew for it. This T-30 is about to die horribly, I think. Okay, time for another reload. Dr. Goat is actually having a pretty good game. Oh, he's had to run into an E4? Yeah, he had a bad day. Okay. Can't do much here while I wait. That said, they have broken through on the far... Ooh, hello. Far west. That's where autocannons are really handy. Oh, he's still alive. No, he ain't. Okay, so we do have a nearly 2-to-1 advantage. 3,300. My mission, by the way, is to do 20% of my damage and win. So 3,000 is helpful. Now that said, this 704 is not half getting a few hits in himself. Just out of range. If you're looking at really long range, you can just lob things over the hill, especially if you've got a low velocity cannon. Well, I'll finish him off. That 704 is really having a good game, isn't he? I almost wonder if he's not firing gold ammo. That said, it is a very big gun. Where is the Lorraine gone? Can't get near the 50. Ah, lost him. Come back here. Ah, that's where the Lorraine went. Top right corner. Stop dying, I'm trying to farm damage here. Podge will probably get to him first as well. Yay, 30 points worth of damage, and unfortunately I don't believe I got the requisite 20% of total damage, so only 15,000. No, I don't think it'll be 20%. Continue the sequence. Centurion, Conqueror, Chieftain. It's lagging on your side. Okay, let me have a quick look at OBS. Right quick. Go to my settings and that's 5500 kps. I'll try dropping the dropping some of the graphics. Sometimes that helps. The other catch is that I'm uploading plenty of things as well. No, I'm sitting here in NA server. Now, that said, you know what I need to do is I need to stop an upload I've got going over here. So it's possible, because I'm uploading a huge file on another computer but on the same network. Let's see if that does anything for me. Ooh, bright light. Okay, Swedish tank. Don't know too much about it. The nice thing about Arsenalen, the Swedish Tank Museum, is they've actually done a pretty reasonable job of keeping their equipment intact. There are a couple of exceptions. Kranvagn, for example, is one of them. They have a battered hull, and they have another one that was converted to a Bandkanon, an artillery piece, an SPG. I guess they didn't realize how popular these obscure prototypes would be in games like World of Tanks in the future. Missile does explodey things. It is my emotional support missile. Looks a bit better. Okay, well that happens then. I may regret doing this, but hang on. Hey, I actually managed to do some ridge lining without dying. Amazing. This is, of course, a pretty damn handy vehicle for this sort of thing. This is quite a nasty little fight in the middle here, actually. Let's have a think about this for a moment. Lorraine's not doing so well. So not only does this vehicle have good gun depression, but the front, you'll see where the hinge point is here. This slope is always a relative slope to the ground. So if you're leaning backwards, and then in the press, hello, over here. P44 is down. Oh no, there we went. No, that was the Patton, not the P44. I'm sorry. Well, kudos to whoever was nailed that super conch. I think we need to pay greater attention over here. Fortunately, the IS-4 has figured this out. So how close could that CS-59 be that I didn't see him? I don't know what the next in platoon thing is. I tend not to platoon just for the sake of time. Does the Crown Wagon have a system like mediums and TV where it could kneel or raise? That is a very good question. Okay, so we won on the other one. I didn't see a notification saying that I got the 20%, the 1/5 of the, let's see, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 11, 12. No, not quite close enough. It looks like about 17, 18%. Another vehicle that I know very little about. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to earn my add my reserves. Alright, so since I started late, I'll just add an hour's worth. Extra free XP. Sorry, just XP. Extra crew XP. And I'll add myself, all of 25% credits. Okay. Hello, Raven. I am not typing at this time. I have no need to because I may converse with you directly. Send them on my phone. I need to get a drink. Okay, good afternoon. My name is Liz. Oh, I see. Trying to get solar panels installed on the house. It is going well. I was there. Up to your knees in hand grenade pins, right? Got one shotted by a 4005. They do tend to be a bit annoying sometimes when you're on the receiving end. They can also be very hit or miss at the sending end as well. A bit like artillery. You'll notice them when they hit, but you don't notice them when they miss. The person doing the firing notices them both ways. Do I have anybody covering me here at all? It would be nice. Really? The MT-25 just took that. Okay. Okay. He's actually got a bit of armor, so I'll just wait for the artillery to keep hammering at him. Well, the 25 got me, so be it. Alright, let's try this. Who's coming this way? Is he coming this way? I figure it's one way to try to get some artillery down on them. Really? There we go. I was not expecting the 122. However, I may be able to... No, he recovered himself. Alright, I have 3 artillery pieces. Somebody hit them, please. Oh, that's not looking so good here. So what happened to, out of curiosity, my covering fire? It was less than I thought. In what year was the official what announcement? Which announcement? We've made many of them. Okay, so we did not win with the AML. That probably does not surprise me. Oh, so somebody wanted me to do the M26. Oh, of course, I forgot. Too late. Ooh, 3 artillery pieces. Not in the best map for them either. If I don't have the 26, I may do the 46 KR or something, just because I have, or the Eagle 7, just because it's something I have the crew for. My big problem with this AML-1 is that it just is not great for long-range shooting. If you're the sort of person that likes to sit back with an autoloader, because usually you don't want to get too close, as when you're reloading is when they push you. The 105 takes just that little bit too long. Of course I say that, and I put 3 accurate shots, although that last one was obviously a second or two too slow. Time to reload. It's better to have 3 in the magazine if you're about to go around the corner or something. You never know what's going to hit you. Okay, that's what's happening in the southwest area. The valley is pushed reasonably successfully. Good for them. They haven't lost much either. An STG again. I wonder if it's not possible. Let's go around the corner here. What have we here? Hello? Ooh, and the artillery got him as well. Okay, onwards. MX-13, Mr. Kelmain is apparently reasonably healthy. Oh, and there runs the Artie. Can I get a shot off? Yes. Next question is, can I see the Scorp? No. It's him lost. And time for another reload. The push in the west got rebuffed, but they didn't do too badly. He's gone down the hill. Okay, no. Hills are supposedly good for amils. Hello, Anthony. Not quite sure where I know you from. I don't use that name on very many locations. I have no idea what these two are doing here. It is unlikely to aid in their eventual victory. Unless they think that they can outcap us or something, which, yeah, that's not happening. Those S-tanks can be really quite nasty. Tortoise made it all the way over. Good for him. Okay, the 53 TP decided to hold his position. No sign of where the Futur 4 has gone. I almost wonder if he's not doing a big long loop around. I might do that. Might be the only way to do it. Get some reset points. No. Never mind, he's going already hunting. That button is back. Yay, we got a win. Okay. So M26, let's have a look, see what I've got on that. Ooh. Thank you. Okay, and technically it looks like I got the win on this one as well. So let's get my by 5 or by 3, whatever. By 2, by 3, so 57 out of like 76, isn't it? 76. Emil, 85 out of 122. I got a ways to go with him. 222 out of 229, so only another day or two, and I am done with the Foch and the French TD line. Okay. Yank tanks, medium. M26 Pershing. I have a crew. Not a great crew, but I have a crew. And I have... Fair enough. Every now and then I have half a mind to run the 105, turn it into the M45 instead of an M26. Just for S's and G's. If you run nothing but heat rounds. Actually, what does happen if you run nothing but heat rounds on that 105? I'm kind of curious now. Hang on. What's the rate of fire? 8 seconds. 8.2. So the 105 does double the DPM. I'm curious to see what happens. And I'm gonna do nothing but load heat. Okay, that's too many credits. I'm unlikely to fire more than 30 rounds, I think. So out of sheer curiosity, and because it's an American tank and probably not prone to blowing up, let's see what happens with the M45. I generally run the large ones on whatever it is that I'm grinding, but ultimately there is a dollar value or credit value associated with them, and if it's a vehicle that I don't run all that often, I don't bother. So small and small, okay. And I shall load heat. Yeah, I've no doubt I'm going to lose absolutely everything. Lose 4 or 5 different crew members all at once, so that sort of thing. However, I'm going to come back to this. There very well may be more to this 105 business than I'm giving it credit for. Now, of course, in real life, the M45 had, being a smaller and lighter gun, had more armor than the standard 90mm gun armed Pershing. Okay, I'm gonna hold off until our overwatching units have had a moment. Except our overwatching units are getting murdered. That sucks. Okay. Ready. How's a ricochet? Another ricochet. See, unfortunately, even if I had the 90, I don't think I would have done much damage to that T-54. Oh well. Many moons ago, since the discussion of the game went back to the Watt announcement, if you recall, in the early beta days, you would have a 5-tier spread, and I remember being in, in the Jagdpanzer 4 with the short 8.8, and you would find yourself going up against T-54s, and there was absolutely nothing that you could do to kill those T-54s. It got to the point, T-54 just ridiculously overpowered it as well. It got to the point that whichever team had the most T-54s would win. That was it. There was one exception where the enemy had like 7 and we had 4, and they got overconfident. Yeah, I'm gonna have another look at the penetration of that heat round versus the 90mm, but I don't think it would have made much difference. The only notable thing to point out is that the heat rounds don't normalize, whereas AP rounds do. I remember Type 59 Wolf, but so here's the thing about the Type 59 Wolf packs. A Wolf pack of any Tier 8 medium, Type 59 or otherwise, was lethal. But because anyone could buy a Type 59, those were the Wolf packs that you saw most of. You almost never saw a Wolf pack of M26s or a Wolf pack of Panther 2s. But you would see the Wolf pack of Type 59s because it was one of the earlier Tier 8 premium tanks that you could buy, mediums. So when people do eventually, because once in a blue moon we will sell the Type 59, when they do eventually get a hold of one, they're suddenly stunned that the Type 59 is not actually an overpowered tank. Stunned, I tell you. But the reputation is what counts. I'm actually writing an article on the perceptions, I guess, for lack of a better term. That Armored Force had of... This is not good. Of the German tanks versus the American tanks, and it's kind of like this General Scott. He was in Fort Knox. He was the commander of the armor replacement battalion, as I recall. Okay, well, start it. Damn it! Really? He was the commander of the training battalion, but he was quoted basically saying, in almost every respect, our tank is worse than the enemy tank. Then, about 8 months later, he's quoted again saying, yeah, we were beating them at a 2-to-1 ratio, our tank was great. Another vehicle that people think got nerfed, and it really didn't, was the T26E4. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Pershing and try this 108 again, 105 again. So out of curiosity again, I looked at the damage. I didn't look so much at the penetration. Oh, 102 versus 190. Okay, that's why. That's why. I would actually question if that isn't too low, realistically speaking. It's a 105 heat round. Well, okay, yeah, it's an early heat round, not necessarily as good as you could get. But a 105 heat round should still be an attention getter. So the other one, I'd just say that people say got nerfed. So many moons ago, what they did, as I recall, was they reduced the effective armor value of the boilerplate here, and people say, "Oh my god, it doesn't stop rounds anymore." Whereas at the same time, they also improved the gun handling, and it was one of the few times that, in response to a change in the vehicle, that the vehicle could be completely refunded. And I never understood why people thought that the vehicle would be nerfed, because you just got better gun handling and all it costs you was a part of your vehicle that you shouldn't be exposing to the enemy if you can avoid it in the first place. So hopefully the stream quality has improved a bit again. Been doing a bit of research on the Battle of the Bulge recently. Snow, yay. I've generally gotten out fairly okay with avoiding snow in my military career. I think the only time I've ever actually dealt with snow was in Iraq, of all places. Even in Afghanistan, it didn't snow on us all year. We were right through the winter. I saw it, but it didn't snow on us. We must have been in this bizarre little microclimate in between Jalalabad and Kabul. Where it never snowed. But that said, we stopped off at Bagram. Yeah, there was snow visible around Bagram, but then we went on to Kalat province, Zabul, and there was no snow there either. Ooh. AMX didn't do too well. Okay, so this is an even match. It's not an assault defend. I have often found it to be quite productive to get up close. Now that said, that Chiri has a very good rate of fire when the 75 is rocking. How much are they? So there are 2 artillery pieces here. You see, it's the best way of getting spotting damage in those guys is by getting up close. You won't be shooting them yourself. You've got to be reliant upon your friends to do it. But okay, go little 1375. What is that T-29? There he is. Really? I am very surprised that that artillery piece did not try to leg it. Lord knows I would have. That was more an example of optimism than a realistic expectation of damage. Okay, so there are 2 T-29s. Ah, I was wondering how that charioteer could see us. Fine. Let's wait for him to turn. Somebody's calling me from Kentucky. I know nobody from Kentucky right now. I need 25, go around them. Okay. Oh, there are two E25s, okay. I'll just keep them tracked for the other E25 to finish him off. And then that artillery piece is probably going to come and nail me in a second. So I got hit twice by the M12. I have no intention of hanging around a second time, or a third time. But again, it's one of those rare occasions that, you know, real life tactics actually work in real life. If you get hit by artillery, you leg it, you do not stay where you were. Yet for some reason in World of Tanks, a lot of players will get hit by artillery and they'll stay there. And they'll get hit by artillery again. And then eventually they'll start complaining about how OP artillery is. Because they can hit stationary targets when they don't shoot back. I'm sorry, I have very little sympathy for people that stay in the same place when they're under artillery fire. Oh. But anyway, I've always found, as I say, that the T-26E4 is a very underrated tank, and I believe it still gets preferential matchmaker as well. It was tough enough. You saw the ricochet on that one. I mean, you can't always rely on the armor, but it can be quite trollish. Nope, never trained in Germany, only UK. Deal with John Joe. Again, more spam telephone calls. It's amazing. What makes them think I have an extended warranty on my car in the first place? The one that's really getting me right now is Marriott. Marriott keeps keep calling me. Alright, let's go back over. Really, the E50 is still in battle. I have not gotten on well with this prototype A yet, so far, has to be said. Nope, lost in the E50. Okay, that happens. That was proc? Oh, it was proc, yeah. Bloke 2 doors up from me owns a McLaren. And in fairness, he uses a daily driver. I don't know what he's doing living in this neighborhood. Oh, you heard it? That wasn't a McLaren, by the way. It was something else entirely. Oh, how did that hit? Oh, so much for that freebie. Waiting to see what happens up top here. I don't think they have much up there. 44 Udas. That was a lucky shot. Ah, the Lorraine's not going to make it. Dang it. Oh, that is a vicious fight going on up there now. Well, it just got my track. I'll take that, I guess. Out of shirt. What the hell? Looking at this bat shot. I wonder if I can ram him. No. He's going into cover here, so let's wait for the T-54 to catch up as well. Haha, got the ram. Okay, so who nailed me up there? Was that the T-50 again? Okay. Oh, no shot. Let's follow this guy over here. Let's see what this AT-15 is doing. Okay, he's not doing anything. Okay. I think we ought to win this one. I have really not been gentle to the suspension on this. I'm really not sure what that Batshot 25 was trying, I have to say, with his odd move down that way. T-57 is going to die, and the UDAS is going to die, so, okay. So that was a rare better game in the Prototype A. Designed. It's hard to do missions as an audio. Well, it depends on which missions, but there are some of them, yeah, that can be a little tricky. Especially number 15. Which I think I'm actually on my arties, but I'm not grinding any. I've unlocked them all. So until I've run out of tanks to unlock, I'm not going to be doing any artillery missions. At least not likely. Ah, I got a kamikaze. Yay. Are the missions easy with the German SPGs? Yeah, sometimes it'll be a little bit, depending on which missions are. If it's something like must do X amount of raw damage, you got to go high tier. But sometimes some of the missions you'll find are easier with the lower tier vehicle. Pick one of the lowest tiers possible, and you'll find like the FE304 is good at some of them, for example. That's very good at annoying people. Twisted 3D Mayhem, Wonka clan. Beat Bear in the Onion clan. Yeah. So if we're going back to Blast from the Past, in Himmelsdorf, Now, this really will date you. The most lethal vehicle on Himmelsdorf was the Hummel. You called it the Assault Hummel. Because it was really dang fast, nimble, and you had a 150mm on it. And you just drive around at high speed, run up behind things, and just splat them. M44 is also a good one, in fairness. I will grant you that. Then with the T50. Okay, that's not good. We have lost 2 of our vehicles on the flank there. So let's see what this is. This M46 is. No. Oh, nice one by counter battery there. So I don't believe we ever spotted. I don't believe we ever spotted the artillery. So if you don't know how counter battery works, what it is, you're using the overhead view and you're trying to spot trace, and you aim at the origin of the trace. Well, that's annoying. Okay, fine. Oh, did he make it up the hill? Dang it. Whoopsie. Why am I being targeted? It's because he doesn't like my playstyle. In fact, they're not pushing an M46, are they? See what happens if I try this. Well, got one of them, I guess. I'm not even sure what tier he was. He was a tier 10. Okay, tier 9 for a tier 10. The problem with counter battery used to be easier. The problem is that people started modifying user-end mods, the trace, to make it just too easy to find where things were coming from. So we had to completely rework it in order to make it fair and viable. I don't see why they haven't, since they seem to have returned the trace, at least partially. I don't know why they haven't made it a little bit easier. But as was witnessed by that Conqueror GC, it is still a possibility. Now, the other thing is you don't see it too much at the higher levels, because especially if you're running something like a T92, it takes forever and a year for the gun to reload. Such as in the T92. Trying to see what else is going on in the world here. I hesitate to ask. I'm in sort of a nice isolation here in the house, and kind of whatever happens in the world happens, although my parents are in lockdown in Europe. Biden to pick first US female Treasury Secretary, says BBC. Joshua Wong pleads guilty in Hong Kong trial, whoever that is. Oh, British Airways is selling off stuff. Bolds to betting. Why does dating feel different now? Oh, that's... shoot. I really don't think Arties actually target XVM players. I think they target the easiest target because it's so hard to hit something. And generally speaking, a good player isn't staying very stationary. But because people know who they are, when they complain at the times that they do get hit, I mean, I would think a good player would should be able to deal with the additional form of contact. If you're a good player, as long as artillery isn't dealing with you, and artillery is part of the game, well, you're not really all that good a player, are you? Do I have a shot on this guy? Nope. Let's move further up and left. Don't know if I can get up that hill or not. They haven't even. Come on, climb up, go, 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 go. I even gave you a turbocharger for crying out loud. Okay, let's see what I can see here. I have no shot on him. I do, however, have shots down this way next time somebody pops up. Oh, 400 hit points of damage. And the other RT has him. Oh, I see his passageway here, it looks like, for the ammo. Yeah, too close. So let's back out just. Well, it's an interesting choice because if I back out, oh, there we go. I can hit him now. And no shots there. No shot there, motion. You need to keep it spotted long enough for me to actually aim at it, lads. Let's try it again. Somebody give me a spot here, will you? Or not. Okay, fine, we'll go for the Udas. Zoom, 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 zoom. You never know. Ah, the ELC even got killed. I did not notice this. Okay, let's see if I get a better line of fire on these guys. As I'm waiting for something to happen. No, not quite. Still need to move over. What the hell? Stunned! You stunned him just as he was waking up! Okay. I hate it when people don't use the tracks on their vehicles. I mean, you are an SPG? SP, you know, you can drive. And no shot on him. However, down at the bottom right corner, I've lost the ISU. No shot. Guys, please stop blowing up. I don't know what that ELC thinks he's trying to do. And now the AMX-13 is abandoning me. Well, it doesn't matter. We're not gonna pull this off. Nope, nothing there. And he reloaded himself. And I obviously am not going to do well if I just stay up there. I have not seen their AMX. I have not seen their AMX-13 either. Oh, there he is. Really? That's where one is? That took a very long time to land. Well, if he stays there, oh look, the T-26E4 is coming up. Yay, I got one. Finally. And we lost him. So, the only remaining option is for this. He's in a fast vehicle. The M53-55 is one of the best artillery pieces in the game. No two ways around it. Why is he staying still? Oh, great. Now we got 2 minutes to finish it off. That's not happening. 1 minute to go. What the hell? Completely random shot. Didn't hit anything. Yeah, I know they don't like pressing WASD, but they need to oh, I've been spotted. They need to press WASD if they want to have a hope of doing anything. Because everybody knows where the enemy artillery starts. And they always try to position themselves so that they won't get hit by the artillery. It's annoying as all hell to see an artillery driver, especially in a good artillery piece like a 53-55, just sitting there. I need to go to the PX as well. Hey, we got a win on the E50, so that's my 5x5s, I think, done. Ooh, an epic reward received. Or by 3s. I keep saying by 5s, it's by 3. And another kamikaze. Huh, I don't get a kamikaze forever and I get 2 in the same day. Alright, let's leave the artillery alone and, you know, let's go up to tier 10. I don't play tier 10s very much. Let's do the 113. You never know quite what you're going to get when you play 113. It's one of those really bizarre vehicles that, for me at least, 3 times out of 4 you play horribly, and then 1 time out of 4 you do. Favorite tank? Chieftain, obviously. In the game, the M103 really suits me. I use it like a big heavy medium. It beats up on the enemy medium, so lets your own mediums run riot. So I'm supposed to block 7,000. Yeah, that's not happening. That's one of those missions where you go back down to like tier 5 and you get a Churchill or something. Oh no, you're not allowed. It's not PsyOps if it's domestically oriented. It's something else. It's what is the there's another term for PsyOps when it's put out information. It's not information ops either, but there is a specific term for when you're using PSYOP units domestically or against friends. And apparently propaganda is not the correct term. Trick to getting up that hill is to do it on the side. Okay, so oh, that T100 is still there. Okay. Okay. Now let's see if anybody wants to come up the top of the hill here, and then we'll move forward. I am not a great believer in the concept that there are places that heavies have to go or don't or shouldn't go. Well, that's one of them. Dang it, missed. Really? Just a critical damage? Come on, that was a good shot. and a ricochet. Okay, I get that I was facing down, but still. Okay. Those Udeses are really bloody annoying. Alright, come one more time maybe? No? What's behind me? One of those, okay. And he's unfortunately healthy as well. Oh, no shot. Can I get out of here this way? Let's see. Not going so well here. Ooh, something was completed, don't know what. And it's a miss. Yet, somehow I'm still alive. Let's see what we can do about this VK. Coming back up. Okay. Oh, thank you, artillery. Good job. Now what? Because that 277 is still plenty healthy. And plenty mean. 279, I'm sorry, 279. Okay, so hopefully they'll swamp around. Ah, look, look, look! A conqueror is moving. He's using his tracks. My God. Yeah. And by doing so, he may possibly be able to affect things like this T-95, which would ordinarily be hidden, or the Tortoise, which would ordinarily be hidden. Good on the conch driver. So I'm kind of curious where the M46 went. Tortoise being more dangerous. And I don't think he realizes anybody's behind him. He may now. Woohoo! Score 1 for the 113. have you gotten the book yet? It's a Chablis Chasli, one of the Egyptian general. Anyways, I thought it was a good book, and you don't often see accounts from the Arab side not translated into English. And that was a 2. So Hand of God. Why do I think Maradona? that should not be a lucky horseshoe. That should be a football. Okay, well that was interesting. Let's try something a little different to E3. What time is it, by the way? 5:30. Yeah, I'm doing well. I have a new voicemail. Is it Marriott? Is it the IRS? Or is it my car warranty? Let's see.
From our list. If you're interested in renewing your auto warranty now, please press 5 now. Or press 9 to be message marked for deletion.
I just don't understand it. No, this is a bit like T95. This is not a subtle vehicle. This is a vehicle for getting into people's faces and trying to make them miserable. Well, if you watched the video I did with Hilary Doyle on the Panzer IV, you'll see the Germans did actually have a warranty on their vehicles. I wonder if he's noticed that nobody's going that side. I think we're going to be without a little bit of artillery support in a few minutes. Okay, so there's a Jagdtiger in the bottom right corner there. I am amazed that 261 has not yet died. Oh, that's interesting. So the grill went that way. Okay, I'm gonna take a hit from the Jagdtiger, but this may actually work out if these guys back here are on the ball or not. We'll see. Okay, so there's two vehicles down that way. And that's what I get for putting a small repair kit and not noticing that I needed to press track. That was most unfortunate. And somehow the 261 still lives. Oh, nice shot, Tortoise. That 261 is the luckiest dang thing you'd ever come across. What was that for? There he goes. That's actually kind of a lucky shot. Oh, no kidding. Now you're requesting fire. Idiot. Huh. I guess he's getting away with it. Somehow that 261 lives. That's not good. And somehow that missed. However, lucky the 261 lived. Somehow that 261 survived the game. He has no idea. Oh, the other guys have no idea how lucky they are. Oh, unlucky they are. The T95, so the thing about the T95 is I've got a crew where everybody... Or is that my crew? You can have a look at my T95 now. It's supposed to have a repair kit, a toolbox, I'm sorry, a toolbox, everybody trained in repair. Repair, mostly repair. Well, that's the first problem. I've got the wrong damn consumable on there. Where's my... Oh, not consumable, module. I haven't changed the... I haven't changed the modules on that vehicle since the changeover. But out of curiosity now... Well, look at my T95. I have not. 25 to repair speed. Okay, I obviously need to revisit this, but the T95 I tend to, between repair skills and toolkit, you'll get hit, and then you'll be moving again within like 4 seconds flat. At least it used to be the case, I'm not sure what it is now. Let's try something completely different. Since I haven't done... Let's try something lower. Let's try something at the bottom end. It's Matilda 4. That's always good for a laugh. Let's counts as a medium though, unfortunately, but if you're... I was kind of hoping for something that would count as a heavy that would give you lots of ricochet points. I think the Char B1 is a little bit too low tier to count for missions. BT7 artillery? Do I have the BT7 artillery? I have an A32. That was a pretty horrible vehicle. I do have a BT7 Artie. With a 50% crew. Okay, let's at least get me up to 75 here. More power! So HE or AP? Why would I... $164, 38. Oh, there's one. Really? Why? What's the point in AP then? It's a tiny bit cheaper. Okay, let's try. It is a poor man's BT-42. Doesn't have polka playing crewman in it. $229. Oh, G14. Worst tank ever made, quite arguably. And we got a G14 on this side too. Okay. $69 HE and 1 AP. Is it a design flaw that there's no... Oh, hello Twitch. Okay, so Paul F.A. is watching. G 38 and it's a 5-second reload on this 3-inch gun. Not even close. Whoops, excuse me, sorry. My God. 4 points of damage! Woohoo! I guess that might be why the AP was... No, it's... whatever. Okay, that was silly. Imagine more was in game. Sadly, I didn't survive very long in game. So I have this mission. I'm supposed to, and I think it's tier 5 and above, survive something like 3 times. Sorry, campaign. 3 times the amount of damage I'm supposed to ricochet. So have total damage block equal or exceeding 3 times the hit points of your vehicles. Oh, and cause 2,000 hit points of damage. That's actually a fairly nasty little combo. I mean, maybe if you did something like you got an E100 or a mouse at Yeah, the M6 is another vehicle a lot of people don't give much credit to. Let's add that on, and oh, I'll have a think about what I'll put on afterwards. But when you're running the 90 on the M6, it's a very underrated vehicle. I'm kind of curious what way the tech tree works on this now. Okay, so you used to have switchovers between the T29 line and the Jumbo line. The Jumbo's gone. Shows you how much attention I paid to the American side. Okay, let's hop back up. Let's try something completely different. I have not yet played the S-Tank. I have not yet played the 4005. I've played the Super Conch, I've lost. E100, no data, I haven't played it. And I'm running the 15 centimeter. So outside of the rate of fire, I'm not seeing. I mean, aiming. I'm not seeing much of an advantage to the 128 here. Wonder if it's worth putting any camo on it. Probably not. Okay, my first ever game in the E100. My wizard is saying use the 128. Oh, I have camo on it already. Oh, I guess I do that. Generally speaking, I will put camo on a tier 10. Because I know I'm going to keep the vehicle. The exception being the American ones. Because Americans don't like putting camo on things. Especially the old MERDC color scheme. People used to... the idea was a great idea. If, you didn't have to paint much of the tank if the terrain that you were in changed. But the problem was that the soldiers got fed up of repainting the tank just because the leaves started falling off the trees. So instead we just picked desert camo for everything. You're going to Latvia in winter? Desert camo. Going to the jungle? Desert camo is fine. Oh, somebody saw me. So let's see if I can follow up this E50 here. Help him out. Should have paid more attention to where the artillery was coming from. That answers that question. Sadly a miss. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Well, he noticed that one. I gotta watch out for the 4004 is gonna come down behind me in a moment. 4005, sorry. I see no point in staying still for him. I'm sure somebody's gonna tell me something like heavy tanks shouldn't go down this valley or something. I don't care. Why go where I'm expected? I bet he wasn't expecting heavy down there either. Ha ha! Okay, now we get a little bit less unusual because this is not an unusual direction for people to be coming from. $4,005 is getting really very annoying. Can you get that a little bit closer? No, it's worth a try. Foch will probably... No. Onwards. Come on, little electric power. Oh yes, I got 50 damage points. 50 spotting damage. 160 spotting damage. I don't know why. I thought they were well spotted already. I shall run over this guy. I think it was an opal. Okay. Okay. Fine. Two of us can play this game. Charge. Boo! Hiss! Inaccurate 15-centimeter cannon. Really? Oh, look at the Senor Coconut. Boo, his. Tanks without camo. It doesn't matter. I mean, we were winning anyway, so I think I could afford to not care. There is a mini mouse. So, well, yes and no. There used to be a different mini mouse, and then there was the micro mouse. What was the mini mouse? The micro mouse was the H35, the Panzer H35. I'm trying to remember what the mini mouse was. Yay, so I got a 100% win rate in E100. So it was like a categorized as a light tank, German, this guy. But you can see a 62% win rate. It's just seal clubbing. is all this thing was. This was the micro mouse. And I'm trying to remember what the mini mouse was. And this was pretty damn mean as well, in all fairness. Nope, not seeing it. Okay, let's hop back up to tier 10. Let's see what else I can play with. It is, I got one more game, I think. Has there been any... Does having better graphics make you a better player? It doesn't hurt. You only have a 61% win rate in the micro mouse. I obviously need... I've not played the battery yet either. Do I have a crew? I have a crew. I have equipment. Okay, let's discover what the Badger does. What's it? Should be a 32... No, what the hell's it going? 120? A 123. I don't think that's in my book. Okay, let's try the Badger. Let's see what this is. So it's 2 brand new vehicles that have never yet been played. I guess I can finish off with a Tog 2 if I die fairly quickly. This stream ends at around 6.
Oh, good job. Good to see. Mommy got all this.
Badger has the most DPM and does it? Well, that probably sucks. It's a grand battle. I'm not a huge fan of tanks that rely on DPM, because A, it requires that the opposition stay still, and B, usually they come with liabilities that mean that you shouldn't be getting up close and personal in the first place. So it looks like you got a Conqueror type back deck here. That is not... Is that Conqueror? It's not really Conqueror type suspension either, actually. Okay, I don't think I have played this Grand Battle map before, just not from this side. I don't play much tier 10. So I have a 7-second reload. Well, that's not bad. If I hide lower plate, well, that seems like a lot of lower plate to hide. I'm doing 30 kilometers an hour, not too god awful. Hello, what's this AMX-13 doing?
Enemy is hit. Gotcha.
Huh.
We've damaged them.
Is there artillery? Yes, there's plenty of artillery. Okay, well that was convenient of him that he stayed still for me. Aha! 2 of them! That's why you don't stay still when there's artillery on the field, lads. Boo, we lost the light. I'm assuming that these are hit point tallies, not strength tallies, but I'm not sure. Kind of curious what the aircraft is there now. Hello, E4. Critical hit. Well, in fairness, it's a reasonable range of traverse on this gun. Can't stay still. There's actually a very good range of traverse on this gun. Somebody's calling me from Los Angeles. Boo, says T92. Oh, okay, that should help my rate of fire. And that was just a miss. As was that. Okay, so hopefully somebody will cover me while I come around the side here. There he is. Okay. Jeez, that much artillery is on this map. There's at least 4 of them. 1, 2, 3. Do we have a bat shot maybe? No? Interesting noise. Okay, trundle, trundle, trundle.
You want your underwear? Come on. Yeah?
And somehow that was a miss. Is there anything still alive?
It's not working.
No, he's not going to be doing much. Yeah, that appears to be the last one there. I'm just looking at the artillery coming down. Okay, so I have one last game to do before calling it quits, and due to the request, let's have a look at the TOG. TOG games tend to be fairly quick. Okay, so Badger, so far, I can see the appeal. I don't know if it's really my type of tank, but I can see the appeal to it. So this is my last stream for a couple of weeks. As I say, I'm off on military leave. Wonderful Fort Bliss, Texas. I will be back on or around the 14th, I think it is. And the next Cavs meeting will be the 16th. And the Cavs meeting is on my iPad, Marines Under Armour by Ken Estes. So if you can grab a hold of that. We'll be talking about that with Ken, the author. You will have seen in my M103 video, he showed up in Operation Think Tank. He is basically one of the better Marine Corps historians out there right now. Pizza day. I can't remember what we were talking about. We were talking about food in the army, and in basic, the only thing we really cared about was either steak or pizza. It was to the point that if we all qualified first time, we'd have a pizza party, or if we won the drill and ceremony competition, we'd have a pizza party, something like that. I mean, we're talking about 20 years of my memory now. Oh, good lord, this is going to take me a while to get to the battlefield. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh. He gets the benefit wasn't worth it. He's probably right, in all fairness. 13 kilometers an hour. The battle will be over by the time I get there. It's like the old T-95. In the Vic, you just don't take your foot off the accelerator. Oh, they have an FH-18. Okay. Guys, will you stop exploding, please? Something seems to be the matter with our bloody tanks today. Yeah, ask a super question. Okay, go on. Most drastic thing anybody's done for spare parts? I may or may not have been witness to the theft of a door for a Humvee. Technically, I wasn't a witness because I was sure to be looking the other direction. All I noticed was suddenly a door appeared magically on the other side of the Humvee in which I was sitting. It was January, it was Yakima, Washington, it was really bloody cold, and we just crossed over the Cascades in the Humvee with no door. So the poor sergeant was on the far side, was not a very happy camper about it. Tog has made it to the building. But then it's a case of, okay, now what? Come on, more rate of fire, please. Well, he's noticed. Really? Okay, so I want to be careful now because those guys can really hurt me. So right now all our victory points are in the SE-100. Ooh, he's damaging the roof. Okay, Eagle 7 is nailing that M4A1. I'm just keeping a lookout to the left here. Don't do that again. Ah! That was my bad. Kind of curious how this is going to finish off. The SE-100 took the hit as well. Okay, well he's lost his. Go, little EBR. Oh. Yep, I think we're done. Oh well. Right. And I think we're going to call that that. For Bliss have found. Well, so apparently we're in the field in the parking lot for a week and a bit, which seems a bit silly. Yeah, that one is annoying. Oh well, no harm done.
Okay, so as I say, I'll be back in a couple of weeks. Nothing new or fantastic there.
And again, the book for December 16th right now, tentatively. It's the catch is I've discovered he's in Spain right now. So our usual 6 p.m. Central isn't cutting it. And the dinosaur is sending me messages, which I can't read because my thing is too small.
Behind you. It's blue. By the end.
Okay, and
And by the
yeah,
end.
so you got 3 weeks to find this, and
You're just looking at it. Here, we're coming.
I think we'll call it quits. So you are going to go raid somebody, according to Tragic, aka Dinosaur. So have a good raid wherever you end up. I'll see you in about 3 weeks. Take care.